Ay, give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring said to be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. This your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes it's hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue. Yeah, they know it's true. We on the move. Aye. Yeah. Eyes on the money, I stay in my bag. Taking my city, it's put on the map. Hustle was harder, I had to adapt. They hate me, they love me, how funny is that? I step in the lights, it's getting them hype. Don't got them all, we just got a night. Yeah, that's the way that we live in this life. We stay going in. Tell me where I would've been if I took your advice. I bet that would've dropped the price. If they be trying to lock me down, whether they better read my rights. Ayy, no, we don't play. What they gon' say? Radio K. Do this all day, tell them we straight. Ayy, ready whenever I been show. Y'all really know where y'all info. Yeah, they copy like tenfold. We on the field, we gotta survive. Walk through the door. Need my reward.
Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action.
Here we go.
I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Now, here's Nesmith. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. Greg, we've got two of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Down low. Here's Siakam. Great D that time from Green.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Loads it up there for Siakam. Ahead. A second chance effort. Back to Butler. The rebound by Turner.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Here's Siakam. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense, but what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the three ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Siakam outside. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Halliburton. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And Siakam is good for 3.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Count it.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Halliburton outside. That shot misses. Great D that time from Green. Pass to Butler. Healed outside. Curry trying to break free. And it's sent back by Turner. Here's Green. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. To the inside. Nembhard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Oh, a fantastic combo guard. Halliburton understands really how to score as well as distribute the rock.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trayce Jackson-Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trayce, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson-Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. The things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I'd love to hear those stories. Thanks, David. 1:53 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Nesmith. Siakam outside. Up and in on the layup. Siakam's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Curry. Nothing on the board. On the wing, and he hit. It's the jump shot.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Here's Hield following the score by Miles Turner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Warriors have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Halliburton. And that one drops.
Terrific concentration from Halliburton. His poise is what allows him to convert through the contact.
Now here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
24 seconds left in the first quarter. Walker in the corner. Back to McConnell. Outside for Halliburton. Walker a screen. Halliburton no good. Butler on the way. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Warriors lead by 1. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Butler on the way. Trying to find Hield and gets it to him. And then Hield with the dunk.
As a larger guard, Hield can get up with the big boys.
Pacers trailed by 3. Richard with Buddy Hield. We're talking about one of the best shooters in the NBA.
No question, he is a marksman. He's going to have to be a mercenary, though. He is the type of an outside threat that every team needs. I don't care what the offensive system is, Buddy Hield will find a way to score.
Just 4 to shoot. Walker's shot is off. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Butler. Outside for Curry. To the middle. Golden State moving it around. And another basket for Golden State.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Inside. And Toppin throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. To the paint. Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
And I like seeing Green go up for that flush, showing how powerful he can be.
Here's Halliburton. Scores off the crossover. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim. And you gotta love the effort. I mean, he battles just as hard on the inside as he does on the perimeter.
2 points. That one goes. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Pacers, Miles Turner.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. To the middle. Here's Jackson Davis. In the corner, it's Hield. Curry, wide open, drills the three-pointer.
4-3.
Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
To the inside. And Toppin throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Warriors lead by 6.
And you know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Halliburton for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Halliburton's got 7 points for the quarter.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
The Pacers making a switch here. Pacers trail by 5. Inside. Back to Nembhard. Out to Turner. All sorts of time. Warriors with the rebound. 1:04 left in the first half. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. I was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good, and now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. Here's Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Siakam's got 7 points. Here's Butler. Pass to Jackson Davis. Counted his second make in 4 attempts.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Butler on the way. In the corner, it's Hield. Curry looking around with 4 seconds on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Warriors on top, leading by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Loads it up there for Siakam. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Jackson Davis. Down low. Here's Curry. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
Not just a jump shooter. Curry is so creative at figuring out little ways to score inside.
To the inside. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.